So here we are, the first week in January, and we talked last week about really looking at what you need to let go of from 2025 so you can step into 2026 and really embrace these new ways of being that you want for yourself. And this is all about claiming these new ways of being and how to identify that which is going to serve you best to have the best 2026 experience so you can really step into this new you that you want to be and have been so distant from and has felt maybe a little bit out of your grasp. And my intention, my hope from this episode is to really help you make it more tangible so that it becomes that much more doable in your life. And that's what we're going to talk about. So hello and welcome to Say Yes to You and Why You Don't. For women who are great at saying yes to others, but not always as great at saying yes to themselves. I am Claudia Braun, mindset, lifestyle, and EFT coach for women ready to start saying yes to themselves. And if you did not take advantage of the endings to new beginnings, one-to-one opportunity to have a call with me session, I invite you to take advantage of it because have you noticed how easy it is to stay in old ways, old patterns, things that just feel like stuck to you, toilet paper, just feels like you're in quicksand, you can't get out. That's what this session, Endings to New Beginnings, offers you, is the way out, as I will walk you through a process that will help you identify what it is that's keeping you stuck, help you get more clarity, help you bring into awareness that which keeps getting in your way so that you can start creating a plan to create that which you desire. The link is below. Take advantage of it. I highly encourage it because I do know how easy it is to stay stuck. So let's talk about this. New beginnings. Welcome 2026. I was thinking about today and what I so wanted to share about this from my own experience, and really what came to me was about legacy. And I thought, isn't that interesting, this idea of a legacy? And I thought, wow, this really ties into this New Year's resolution. And if you don't make a New Year's resolution, I think it's even more compelling to take this on of your legacy. What do you want to leave for yourself in this year? You have this year ahead of you. 2026, you're letting go of 2025, some things that you're not that happy about, things that occurred that you wish didn't occur, or things you look back on and think, wow, you wish you did them differently, or you wish you had said yes to things that you didn't, or wish you said no to things that you did. Whatever you discovered in the letting go process, and if you didn't listen to that episode, I encourage you to listen to episode 48, where you will be guided through that letting go process. So what you got from that letting go, we are going to use that as the jumping off place to creating this legacy, this transformative process of really claiming that which you want in this year ahead. Why do people make New Year's resolutions anyways, right? I mean, think about it. You make a New Year's resolution because you want something for yourself. There's an area of your life that you would like to see different. Personally, I believe that we can do this at any time, but how perfect is it that we have a new year and beginning of a new year, beginning of a new month, why not now? Why not now? And I know that as more people are taking something on, there is more power to it. So as more people are looking at what they want to do differently, as more people are saying, hey, this year I'm going to do this. I didn't do this last year, but I'm going to do it this year. Collectively, when you have more people saying, I want this, I want to commit to this, there is power, there is energy in it. So you're part of that experience. So with that, there's a momentum for it to more easily take hold in your own life. And you have more people around you, perhaps making similar declarations, decisions, inspirations, right? I mean, goals, inspiration, what is your commitment? What is whatever you say about it. And I love the idea of legacy, because we think of a legacy as somebody at the end of their life. What's their legacy? What have they left behind? But I think that in terms of legacy, what do you want to leave behind for yourself this year? What do you want to leave behind that no longer serves you? What do you want to leave behind as you come to the end of this year? What do you want to say, wow, I did that. Wow, I didn't do that anymore. I mean, think about it for yourself. What is the legacy that you want for yourself? Because the cool thing is, since you're not at the end of your life, you are building your legacy of how you want to do your life, and how impactful this is when you bring your clear mind, your consciousness to making these choices. And when I first start working with clients, I take them through a circle of life and help them explore all areas of their life so that they can get a baseline reading of where the balances are and the imbalances are of their life, where they feel more fulfilled, where they feel less fulfilled. And from that, we can create goals for them to pursue over our work together. And so I would say, in a short version of that, you can look at your life in this moment and think about, I would encourage you to take no more than 2, max 3 areas of your life where you feel like you're not at the top of your game. In fact, you feel like you're not even on your game. You don't even know where your game is. And let that be the beginning. Start with 1. And for goals, for you to reach the desired outcome that you want, best if it is something that you can quantify, you can measure it, so that you actually know you achieved it. Instead of saying, I want to have more time with my family, or I want to have more time off, or I want to have more weight loss, or whatever it is, really see if you can quantify it so that you can get a sense for yourself of what happened, right? You can kind of gauge how far you are from where you actually want to be and how much further you have to go. It gives you an internal feeling of knowing that you are on track or you're off track. And just having it out there truly helps. Always starting with small incremental changes is going to be the key to your success. Consider if getting healthy this year is high on your list. Perhaps you had a big goal last year of either getting healthy or going to the gym or working out or eating better, and none of that happened. I encourage you at this time, look at where you're at. If working out or getting physically active is a desire that you have, keep it simple. If you are somebody who doesn't like to go to the gym, don't make that a goal. If you're somebody who doesn't like to walk, don't make that a goal. Find something you actually like to do and make that your goal. Simple practices is how you are going to get closer to your desired outcome. If you've not been somebody who's been cooking at home for yourself or for your family, and mostly you're doing grab and go kind of stuff, and you're eating out of prepared foods or frozen foods or drive-thrus, and you're realizing it's taking a toll on your mind, on your body, clothes don't fit, feel kind of crappy. Saying that you're going to cook at home 7 days a week when you don't cook at home at all is an unrealistic goal. But starting with 1 or 2 times a week, finding one recipe a week that you can prepare, and you build on that, you can see how much progress you can make in 30 days. I guarantee if you set yourself a goal of 7 days cooking healthy or 7 days of getting to the gym when none of that's happened, by the second week, you'll be off. You'll be off of that. And so it doesn't serve you. I know many times when I start working with clients, they have this black or white thinking. Either they have to do it all or they're going to do anything. And if that feels like you, know that it makes sense that that hasn't worked, because none of us are either all in or all out. There are gray areas, and giving yourself grace is the key to your success. Small incremental changes over time will change your life. It's not a sprint. Your life is a process unfolding. You're in it for the long run. You're in it to win it. And sitting on the sidelines is not going to work. It's not going to help you get to where you want to go. Pretending somebody else is going to make the food for you, come to your house and prepare it, if that isn't your lifestyle and you're not in that kind of life, don't expect it to happen. Allow yourself to make changes that can fit easily into your life. Whenever I've worked with people around weight loss goals, which tend to be big goals at this time of the year, always I tell them what works for your neighbor, what works for your friend, what works for your sister may or may not work for you. It's about finding what works for you in your particular life situation. When you do that, you will commit to it, you will sustain it, it will work. When you're trying to work somebody else's plan because it worked for them, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So why I was really invested in last week us talking about letting go, because you really have to let go of those ideas, ways of being that no longer serve you, so you can create a clean slate that you can create that which does serve you. I recently went through a medical process, and my way of handling it is very different than most of the people in my family circle. And it was very uncomfortable for many of my family members. But I knew that in my heart, I had to do it this way. Otherwise, I could not make peace with the decision I ultimately made. And so if I had looked to them to tell me how to do it, it wouldn't have worked for me. I might have come to the same outcome. But I had to have my internal process take me to a place that I could finally say yes to the decision I made. And I share this with you because it is the same whether it's weight loss, medical procedure, financial choices, whatever it is. It has to be what's right for you, not somebody else's idea of what's right for you. They don't know your internal reasons. That is essential that you get clarity on so you can make the best decisions for yourself. And why bypassing this work is not optional. You cannot bypass clarity. You can't bypass letting go. You can't bypass forgiveness. All these things, if you bypass them, will accumulate inside of you, and you will feel so confused You will not know what to do, and you'll be asking everybody else what you should do, and you won't make decisions that feel truly congruent and alignment with yourself because you will be confused on what you think or believe. I know in working with clients, sometimes they don't want to take the time to do it, and whenever they do, and when we do it together, I know how much their life changes, and they do too. They see the ripple effect of what taking the time, discovering what they needed, offered them, which they weren't getting before. So it's easy to bypass this. I know. You can get busy, stay in your life, just keep doing the stuff you've always done. And as Einstein said, do what you've always done, get what you've always got. Also, the definition of insanity. Do the same thing and expect different results. Definition of insanity. If you just keep doing what you've always done, it's not going to take you to what you say you want for yourself. If you look ahead into this year and you think, wow, I'd really like to do something different. I'm not really sure what, but I don't know that what you did last year doesn't feel as alive to you as you want to feel. You want to feel more excited about your life. You want to feel more hopeful, optimistic, connect with more choices, meet more people, or connect with more opportunities, whatever it is. You want more for your family. You want more abundance. You want more feeling of health and well-being, more inner peace. Any area of that requires you to look at yourself. And so as you're looking at this idea of leaving the legacy, because you are leaving a legacy. You're leaving a legacy to your children. If you don't have children, you're leaving a legacy to your family, who, whether it's your parents or your nieces or nephews or siblings or greater community, you're leaving a legacy. They are witness to who you are, and your legacy is how you are presenting and how you are showing up in the world. And you deserve to show up in your highest form. And as you are thinking about these commitments, resolutions, desires that you have for yourself, come up with 3 that truly feels like it pulls you forward. It's something that you've wanted to do. Maybe it's travel that you wanted to take. Maybe it's risks that you wanted to take. Maybe you want to be more outgoing with people. Maybe you want to have more friendships. Whatever it is, give yourself a few goals that stretch you a little bit and write them down and allow yourself to see them. So many times you can write something down and then you don't even remember what the goal is, and 30 days in you can I had a goal, but I don't remember what it was. But really allow yourself to see it. Maybe put it on a note card or a Post-it note and put it on your desk and let it remind you of what you want for yourself so that you feel pulled forward. And I would say every day, just let that percolate in your mind and really just spend some time focused on it, not necessarily needing to figure out how it works out, because that's not your job. Your job is to hold the desire close to your heart. Really put energy and passion and compassion for yourself for it. And allow yourself to feel what it would feel like if you had that. And how that would change your life. Maybe a deeper relationship with your partner, deeper connection with your children, with your greater community. Maybe you have more rest in your life. Whatever it is, feel what that feels like and give yourself time to just experience that inside. Because the stronger your emotion to the desire, the more you are building the momentum for it. And remember, your part is not to figure out how you get there. Your part is to desire it put energy into it, and let yourself consider what is a step that you can take towards it. And if it's tangible, like your health, your eating, your exercise, your finances, you know what the next step might be. But if it's something that you really don't know what the next step would be, again, write it down, let yourself feel the desire, the passion for it, and just know that the universe is co-creating with you. I believe that all of us are here to live our highest experience so that we can be of greatest service. And if there is something truly in your heart that is a desire for you to have come to fruition in 2026, I believe the universe, higher intelligence, God, whatever you call it, wants that for you, because that desire comes from your highest being. And so let yourself give voice to it, write it down, and let yourself enjoy what that would feel like to manifest, to take root in your life, how good that would feel. And it is this that I will leave you with today. Allow yourself to feel how good it would feel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I welcome new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And thank you for sharing this message with women that you may know who also want to start saying yes to themselves and are ready to take that step. I am Claudia Braun, mindset, lifestyle, and EFT coach for women ready to say yes to themselves. Do take advantage of the Endings to Beginnings one-to-one session that I offered at the beginning of our time together. I look forward to being with you next week as we dive deeper into 2026. Bye for now.